This is the Iberian Pyrenean coastal threshold, where the peninsula ends and the Eurasian mainland begins. Here the Pyrenean ridges reach the Mediterranean, cutting off the Iberian lowlands and forcing movement inland. I continue northeast along my Crossing Eurasia route, following the Mediterranean coast toward the end of the Iberian Peninsula. After crossing the entire Iberian Peninsula, starting from Cabo da Roca, I reached the Mediterranean coast at Barcelona. Now I am following the coastline toward the northeast. It is already afternoon and I plan to spend the night at one of the coastal campsites between Barcelona and the border with France. I choose Camping Canguro and set up my tent here. A new day begins. I prepare to continue along the route. Before that, I take the opportunity to reach the sea and the beach. It is early morning, late May. The air and the water are still cool and there is nobody here. Only me, the sand, the calm sea stretching to the horizon, and a clear blue sky with the morning sun. I'm here at the coast of the Mediterranean Sea in the extreme northeast of Spain. I already passed Barcelona and now I still have about 150 kilometers to the border with France. From now I will follow the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. I will proceed further into the French Riviera. My final goal for this section of the trip, the city of Nice. Further along the route, the coast is mostly steep, occasionally opening into small plains and valleys, with towns, villages and settlements scattered along the shoreline. I stop briefly at a coastal viewpoint to take in the landscape. After this point, the road turns north and temporarily leaves the coastline. I pass near the city of Girona, but I do not stop here. Instead, I moved toward the last coastal plain in Spain, Empordà. Here lies the town of Empuriabrava, where I pause for a while. This is one of the last wide coastal plains along this stretch of the Mediterranean. The shoreline is long and exposed, formed by river sediments rather than rock. Here the land allows space for beaches, settlement and movement spread along the coast. This openness is not accidental. It exists because the mountains still hold back, and the plain is sustained by river deposits coming down from the Pyrenees. Behind the beach, water continues to shape the settlement. Channels extend inland following the low relief of the plain. This is still riverland, flat, saturated, and structured by water, just before the route leaves the lowland behind. I leave the plain of Empordà and gradually approach the end of the Iberian Peninsula. I choose the easternmost road to cross from peninsular land into continental Eurasia. Here, the easternmost ridges of the Pyrenees reach the Mediterranean Sea, forming the physical boundary of Iberia. I travel along a narrow local road that follows the curves of the slopes and pass through the last village of Spain and Iberia, Portbou. This area, shaped by the easternmost frontiers of the Pyrenees, descending into the Mediterranean Sea, offers wide panoramic views. Finally, I reach the frontier of Iberia. This frontier is physical, and it has also been chosen as the political border between Spain and France. So this is the end of Spain, and from here I cross into France. This is the first point in France, Cape Cerbère, the physical end of Iberia. In fact, the political border between Spain and France cuts slightly into Iberian territory south of Cape Cerbère, placing this final section of the peninsula within France. Ahead of me lies the first continental mainland settlement of Eurasia, and the first village in France, Cerbère. From here I continue across the Eurasian mainland. So follow me further along this route and subscribe to Journey Beyond the Horizon.